Hello, and welcome back to Not Easy Being Geeky, the podcast where me, Rachel, talks about nerdy shit. Um, last week we started off our first episode to our Studio Ghibli series that will partake monthly, which was House Moving Castle, and you guys seem to really like it. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. And just let me know what movie you want me to watch next. And talk about next. But I've gotten this requested a few times now, and I've kind of been procrastinating talking about it because I was a little nervous. But cosplaying, um, I've always admired it and always wanted to get into it, and I was nervous to talk about cosplaying because I'm so new to it, and um it kind of scared me a little bit to try to talk about something that I'm so new to because I'm scared I'm gonna get a little bit of hate. But you know, I don't really care at this point. You know, I've already kind of accepted the fact that because I'm a girl in the nerd industry, I'm probably gonna get hate in general. So it's fine. I don't really care what anybody else thinks. This is just my podcast for my personal experiences, my personal opinions. You don't have to share the same interests or opinions as me. This is just my outlet, and if people want to listen to it, I'm cool with that. And I'm happy that people enjoy it. Um, but yeah, I've kind of been procrastinating it because of those reasons. And my I have my husband here so he can chime in at any time, but but he's been nothing but supportive of me with my new hobby. And I think I've always been so scared to get into cosplays because um you know I am a woman of color, and it is a little bit scary because unfortunately there is a ton of racism in the cosplay community, which I've never understood because I guess I'm not going to say all cuz obviously it's not all white people in the cosplay community, but unfortunately there is quite a large amount of people that believe that if you're not white cosplaying a certain like anime character, it's not canon. And it's the stupidest reasoning I've ever heard in my life because in theory at that point, then you're not canon either cuz uh those characters are Japanese. I've said this before, but it really does piss me off every time. Uh if they're Japanese unless stated so in the anime. So you're not canon either, you piece of shit. Just say you're racist. Like if that's the issue for you, then just say you're racist.
Well, what about the animes that use animals instead of humans?
Thank you. Thank you. Like B-Stars and freaking thank you. Thank you for that cuz it's true.
So
Like
technically, everybody's not canon at that
yeah,
point.
exactly. Exactly. It just doesn't make sense. Like so your theory in that is dropped at that point because you're white
And you're not an animal,
and you're
but you are an animal.
yeah, exactly. Your mindset. But I've always been scared because I was like, I'm probably gonna get a shit ton of hate because, I'm brown and I don't look like those characters. I'm also, a little curvier, so
Well, let's if we take out that 2% of the bad eggs,
but
so to speak.
unfortunately it's more than that. It really is like a large like you'd be shocked like how much hate people get, like especially black cosplayers, they get so much hate. So much hate. And like they get death threats and shit. Like it's way beyond a point to where so like they're like literally putting themselves at risk just because it's something they enjoy. It's crazy. There's psychos out there, like really. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I mean, I've talked about this before. I will never understand how you could just hate someone because they look different than you or because they are different than you. I will never understand that. And that was always like my main reasoning why I was so scared to get into cosplay. And I have to say, I'm very like, pleasantly surprised. I do my cosplays on TikTok because unfortunately I picked up cosplaying when we're in the middle of a world pandemic and there's no conventions right now. You know, they're canceling all of them, so it's a bit hard for me to, showcase my work other than on TikTok, which I've actually very much enjoyed because it kinda gives me a way to, showcase that character, um, in a fun way other than just being in a costume or going to a convention. I get to, you know, essentially become that character because a lot of the audios and everything, it's fun, you know? Um, and I've gotten nothing but wonderful support, and it's so awesome. I haven't, at least yet, and I will say that, but it's great, especially being a new cosplayer, not getting a single bit of hate.
Well,
That's great feeling, you know?
I think just like anything else, there's always, you know, two sides to each situation.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure there are I'm very lucky in that sense that I haven't gotten any hate. I'm sure there are people straight out the gate that get a shit ton of it,
Yeah.
you know?
But there's also those, there's that portion of the community that is
It's just
open
open and
arms and
welcoming, yeah.
welcoming and
Exactly.
supportive and just,
Oh, yeah.
you
I
know,
mean, I've made so many, like, real friends through TikTok that are also cosplayers that, like, genuine friends, and they didn't care how many followers I had, they didn't care, they liked me for me, and I adore those people, by the way. Hey, Elise. Uh, she listens to my podcast too. Hi, Elise.
shout out.
She's awesome. She's my bestie on TikTok.
Gotcha.
Yes,
But I think it's important
oh,
to
and
note.
Mitchie. I love Mitchie too.
Hey,
Um
Mitchie. I think it's important to note that that's the kind of a community that you want in
Oh,
this,
yeah,
you know?
exactly, and that's the thing is there's so many people that are trying to combat that, that negative aspect of it. It's starting to go even stronger, I think, now, with TikTok being such a good outlet for cosplayers, especially in this time. Um, People are able to do their cosplays and, just enjoy it and have fun doing them, and, you'd be surprised how many times, like, somebody'll get, like, a hate comment and, like, just the whole community is like, "You're a piece of shit!" Like and, like, "Don't hate on them, they're a baby," like, then obviously, they're, like, 90% of the time, they're a grown-ass adult, but we're like, "They're a baby," like, "They're a baby cosplayer, don't do that." Don't discourage them, they're just getting into it, you know? And honestly, I hate when people are like, "Oh, but it's not canon," like the costume or whatever. I love variations on the costumes, because it's like you just brought a whole new light to the character in a way. Like, I love gender bend cosplays. I've done one before. By the way, it's such a silly cosplay in my mind, but I mean, I'm not saying you're silly if you cosplay it, but the fact that I've been wanting to do this cosplay for like 10 years and I just finally did it. I love the movie Road to El Dorado and I did Tulio. And I did a gender bend on him. I love that movie so much. I mean, Elton John does the soundtrack. How can it get any better? Like, love that. Anyway, but yeah, my really like my first the reason I was so, like, interested in cosplay, I was actually a kid the first time I ever got exposed to it, and this is gonna show my age, but, G4, they used to, like, go to conventions at, like, the gaming channel, and I used to watch that with my brother, and they would show, like, their conventions at, like, Comic-Con and stuff like that, you know, them going to it and stuff, and the first time I ever saw, like, a cosplayer, I was maybe, like 7 or 8 watching this, and it was somebody dressed up as Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and at the time, the game was super popular, um, and it had, like, just recently, I think, come out, either the 1st or the 2nd one, I can't remember, and it was just the coolest thing to me, like, to see Sora, like, in real life, like, I mean, they had nailed this cosplay. The shoes, the big ass feet shoes, the keyblade, his hair was perfect, and it was actually a girl, which, by the way, if you shit on cosplayers because they're cosplaying a different gender, who cares? Why do you care? Why? It doesn't matter. It's a costume. Chill. God, like, oh man, there's this, I wish I could remember their name or their handle on TikTok, but this guy, and he did a Jinko Enoshima cosplay, and it was the dopest cosplay of her I've ever seen. For those of you that don't know who Junko Enoshima is, she's from Danganronpa. She's an anime. And she's a mastermind villain. She's awesome. Love that anime. But yeah, great. And a lot of female cosplayers do cosplays of men. And like, it's because a lot of the time, like, women have, like, anime characters have more feminine features, they're, very pretty looking, in a way. Usually you don't see, like, a ripped, unless it's, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where it's just nothing but, like, ripped dudes and, like, Castlevania. But, you know what I mean? Like, usually they're, like, younger teenagers, and so not, like, muscular in a way, and so it's easier a lot of the time for a woman to cosplay that, you know? And, it look just like the character. But I don't get that either, like, just let people do what they want and enjoy it. I just,
Well, it's not new.
Exactly! I mean, okay, think about it, like,
Shakespeare.
I was just about to say that, in theater,
Yeah.
so many, like, Peter Pan is usually, like, traditionally played by a woman, It just get out of here with that mess. Just out. Bye. We're not accepting it here. Your stupidity. Um, but yeah, my first exposure was through G4 and the gaming channel, and it was the coolest thing I ever saw was this cosplayer dressed up as Sora, and I just, oh man, I was like, you could do that. Like, as a kid, I was like, you could do that. You could dress up as your favorite characters, like, other than on Halloween. Like, that blew my mind. And so, as I got older, obviously, like, as a kid, I didn't have access to, like, do that stuff. And as I got older, I started to make my own Halloween costumes, and I loved it so much. And then, I always wanted to go to conventions, but, like, at the time, I was in, like, high school, and at the time, I didn't have my driver's license or a car yet, and, none of my friends at the time were, like, super hardcore into any of that stuff like I was, so I couldn't, like, go with my friends to a convention, and then my parents, like they, super old school, so they wouldn't get why I would just want to dress up and go to a convention. Like, they didn't understand that kind of mentality. And then my oldest brother, he probably would have taken me, but he probably would have been like miserable the whole time. Like, he would probably go just to see Star Trek stuff, like if it was available, and then that'd be it. And then my middle brother at the time, he had just gone into basic training, so like he couldn't take me. So I didn't have anyone that I could like safely go by myself at a young age. It didn't feel safe to go by myself at the time. Um, and so plus I didn't have any way to get there.
Yeah.
So it was couldn't do it. Then as I got older, I was like, well, maybe it's like a little too late now to like start getting into it, or that mentality of like, I'm gonna get so much hate if I start getting into this. And like I just kept pushing it back and back and back. And you know, I had started talking to you about it. I was like, "Man, I really wanna cosplay, but, like, I'm kinda scared to do it." And you were just like, "Do it. Do it." You're like, "You'd be so good at it." And it's okay, so a little backstory as to me a little bit. I used to be a makeup artist, so I do, know a little bit of, like, special effects and things like that. And I grew up doing my own hair because I have curly hair, so I just at the time, not many people knew how to style or cut curly hair, so I learned how to do my own hair. I love doing arts and
Still,
crafts.
still.
Still now, yeah, it's very sad. I have to, like, search far and wide, like, freaking horrible to find somebody that knows how to cut curly hair. Anyway, um, yeah, it's a struggle, so I just cut my own damn hair. Um, but, yeah, as I flip my coiffed hair. No, it's actually horrible right now. I just woke up. And so I have a little bit of a background with that kind of stuff, and I love doing arts and crafts and like painting, drawing, all that kind of stuff. So cosplay literally would combine all of those things for me, And my love for anime and gaming, so it literally was, like, everything I love all in one. And not to say, like, you have to know how to do makeup or you have to know how to d you don't have to know how to do those things. It was just fun for me because I got to do all the things I love to make my characters come to life, you know what I mean? You don't have there's no right or wrong way to do cosplay, let's just say that. You do it how you wanna do it. It's your outlet, you know? But, it literally was combining everything I loved, and so I've been wanting to do it for, like, 10 years now, and my husband was just like, "Just do it, just get into it." My best friends too, they were like, "Just do it, you'd be so good at it." And I finally, like, during this pandemic was like, "Alright, I have time," you know? Um, I have time. So I can actually, like, spend time working because at the time when I really wanted to get full force into it, I had a very demanding job, um, to where I had absolutely no extra time, like, my extra time was spent eating, then sleeping, you know? Um, and so I finally was just like, "You know what? I'm gonna do it." And the first cosplay, like, official cosplay I did was of Persephone from Lore Olympus, and it didn't have the greatest wig, I had never put on body paint before, so that was a new medium to work with, and it came out okay. I was really proud of it. The wig, not so great, but it got the job done. It was a little too hot pink, but I felt so confident in it, and I was a little self-conscious to another reason, I've gained a lot of weight in the past year, and so I was a little self-conscious to start getting into cosplay because I didn't look my best in my own opinion, and it was a way for me to be vulnerable, but I felt so confident in that cosplay. Like, I felt like such a badass, and it came out okay, and over the months, I've improved on it now, so it's starting to look better, but that was just, like, the first I was like, "Man, I feel really confident." I didn't, like, think about that I gained weight, I didn't think about the fact that, like, it wasn't perfect, I just was like, "Man, I feel so cool doing something finally that I've been wanting to do for, like, 10 years now," and it was such a good feeling, and you know, I had a lot of my friends, like, try to urge me to do this episode, and like I said earlier, I was nervous because I am so new to it.
Well, it's an outlet for self-help in a sense of, I mean, what are hobbies? They're things that people enjoy
Exactly,
doing
doing,
that they
yeah.
just that
It
the
just
only
makes
reason
them
they wanna
happy.
do it is just
Yeah,
to enjoy
exactly,
doing
it
it.
just makes you happy, and, granted, I have a lot of very expensive hobbies. I'm a pop collector, I cosplay now, what else? Tattoos. I've all my hobbies and interests aren't exactly cheap. Technically, I guess pop figures are cheap, but not in the way I do it. I always get them in, like, bulk, so I have a problem. I can't just buy 1. I have to buy at least 5 at a time. Like,
It's a set.
it's a set! I can't yeah, or like My Hero Academia where they come out at 8 at a time, and I'm like, "Shit, I gotta get them all!" Uh, so, anyway, but yeah, and so I finally did it, and then I went, like, guns blazing and was just like, "I need to do this one, I need to do that one." It was like, I finally like, the floodgates just opened, and I love doing it so much, and like I said, I've made such wonderful friends that unfortunately don't live close to me, but it's still great because I get to talk to them every day and see them doing their stuff too, and we talk about, what cosplays we're working on, and it's great though, because the people I've gotten really close to, they've both been doing it much longer than I have, and so it helps because they can give me, advice and, insight as to, like, a better way to do something than I would have thought, and it's really helpful, and that's what the community should be, is just, instead of bashing people for just getting into it and then maybe their wig isn't, like, perfect or you know what I mean? Just helping them, like, "Hey," um, and it's like I said, it's a confidence booster, whether you realize it or not, so you tearing that person down, they're probably so proud of it, even if it's not perfect, just the fact that they did it, and you bashing them just kills their dream, it's not cool, so just be welcoming and be open to new cosplayers, man. 'Cause as a community, I feel like a lot of people still think it's weird, unfortunately. I think now it's starting to get a little more accepted, but, um, for a long time, like, I know I would get made fun of just 'cause I said I wanted to do it, not even for doing it, just 'cause I had an interest in it, and that sucks, you know? It's like, "Okay, but you and your girlfriend are gonna dress up as, like, what, a fucking fireman and a slutty Dalmatian for Halloween? And you're gonna talk shit on me because I wanna dress up as a video game character? Fuck you." Anyway. But yeah, me and you, like, we always, like, go full force into our Halloween costumes. Last year, we ki or the
We
year
try to.
yeah, we tried to. There was one year we kinda slacked, but it's because it was the year of our wedding, so we really didn't have time to, like, it was literally, like, like, what? Yeah,
Well,
1 month before our wedding, so
and I think
not
last
even.
year it was just a time crunch on my end. So
Yeah.
I mean, you
It wasn't the greatest, but I
but
tried to make it happen.
you rocked it, man. What are you talking
Thanks.
about?
We did the Fifth Element, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was also really nervous to get into that because I, again, was not feeling so hot about myself, but, like, I did not do the bandage dress. I definitely don't have enough confidence to do that. God, but if you do, kudos, because there's not a lot of fabric going on there. It's literally just bandages,
Bandages
essentially.
and boobs
Yeah.
and butt.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be scared. I have a big butt. I'd really be scared that, like, my left cheek would pop out and then I'm all kinds of exposed.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I got off on a little. But yeah, just, be welcoming to people, and just I don't understand why, there's so much hate in the community. I really do hate that. But just like any community, there's shit ton of hate in the Star Wars community, anime community, I mean, all pop community, you know, just let people enjoy what they fucking want to enjoy. Quit being a hater. Shit.
So, what are the ones that you've done, and
Ooh,
what are your
yes. Okay.
plans for
Okay.
your
My
next
cos
3 or
plans.
whatever?
Yeah, my cos plans. Okay. So I've done Persephone from Lore Olympus. I've done Tulio from Road to El Dorado. I've done Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle, and I'm working on all 3 variations of her. Well, I can't do the old lady one because I mean, I don't have that kind of skill set yet. Not confident to do her as an old lady yet. But I am working on her with the brown hair and her green dress, and then her blue dress with her long hair. But I've already done her with her short hair, like at the end of the movie when Calcifer, takes her hair and cuts it for her. I've done that one. And I got so much love for that cosplay. I was really shocked that so many people loved it. I was really happy about that. I would love to do Howl, like with his dark hair. I think that'd be really fun. Um, Maybe like a gender bend Howl, that'd be fun. Cause he's already pretty flamboyant. And pretty feminine in a way. Um, I've also done Marceline, the Vampire Queen. I want to improve on that one. I have plans to improve on that one. And it's not that it's bad. I have plans to make it better. And I really want to do her axe guitar. I feel like that would really like pull it together. And I know that's gonna be a project. So um
Absolutely a project.
yes, but it would be so dope. I think I could do it completely out of foam though. I really do. Or even cardboard. Because it's such a, it's a 2D image, so it's not, they're not 3D characters. So I could totally make it flat. And it's a guitar, so or who knows, I'll think of a few different things, or maybe like a combo, but I don't know. But I plan on doing that. I've also done Froppy from My Hero Academia. Um, she's adorable. That was a request from my best friend Kayla. She's been wanting me to do that for like 3 years now. So that was really for her. Um, but I've also let's see who else. I think I've said them all now. The ones that I have done. Um,
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Um, looking on my TikTok to make sure. But, yeah, okay, I've said all the ones I've done so far. My plans for upcoming cosplays, my plans. I plan on doing Lumpy Space Princess. Like a variation of her, like my idea of what she would kinda be like in real life, as a human, I guess. Uh, I think that'd be funny. Um I also, plan on doing, Mei Hatsume from My Hero Academia. She is one of my favorite characters. I adore her. I have the contacts already. I have the UA costume or the UA uniform, and I need to make her boots, her goggles, and I need to make a wig for her. But I've gotten a lot of it done, so that's awesome. Um, I also actually, I have a list of my cos plans. So one second, I will pull these up. Oh, I really wanna do, um
Mhm.
Jesus help me. I wanna do Rize from Tokyo Ghoul. I
Mm.
love Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, this is just like a personal, like, I've been wanting to do this since I was a kid kind of a thing. I really wanna cosplay Sailor Mars. She is my favorite Sailor Scout, but I don't wanna do her in her Sailor Senshi costume. I want to do her in the iconic pink overalls where she's pissed off. I love that. Whoa. Chewie, you scared us. Big Borks. Big Borks. Huff Puff. But I really want to do her in her pink overalls because it's the most dope outfit. She has these like really like relaxed fit, like pink overalls with these dope kicks and like teal tube socks. I fucking love this outfit, okay? But Sailor Moon had like the most iconic, like the whole series, they had these dope ass 90s outfits and I fucking love them. So yeah, I really want to do that one. Totally would do her in her Sailor Scout outfit too, but or Senshi, whichever one you watched. I watched both, so, um, sometimes I'll say Usagi, sometimes I'll say Serena, just kinda whatever, like, whatever I feel like saying. Um, but yeah, I really wanna do, her in her pink overalls. I love that outfit so much. She's all pissed off, like, it's cute as shit. Oh yeah, and I just remembered, I also did Steven Universe. I really like that cosplay, that's fun. Um, Little chunky Steven, love him. Uh
With his little
with
fro.
his little fro, because I have a fro. So I was like, I could totally do Steven, no problem. That was a really easy cosplay to do because I just needed jeans, his t-shirt, and like some flip-flops.
When your curls are really curling up that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, when I pick out my little fro, yeah. Yeah. So I also really, really, really want to do 02 from Darling in the Franxx. I love that anime so much. She's a badass. Um, yeah. Oh, and I really want to do Mikasa. I want to do Mikasa from Attack on Titan because I feel like I got that same kind of energy sometimes. Like where I'm just like everybody's a fucking idiot sometimes, you know? Like, that's totally the vibe she gives off. She's like, "Man, can we just get this shit going on already? Like y'all are really annoying sometimes." Like that's what I feel like she thinks is like what she's going through her head sometimes. Cause she's just standing there half the time just like, God, I hate being here. Like that's the vibe I get. But yeah, those are some of like and Daenerys. I really want to do Daenerys Targaryen. From Game of Thrones.
Which form
Khaleesi.
which form of her, or not form, but like
Um, I don't know. I really kind of want to. I really like ultimate like dream cosplay would be the one where she's in that dope ass like fur coat, that black one.
like later seasons.
Yeah, that shit is dope.
Yeah, she looked like
She looked like a bad bitch with that thing, okay?
she looks like a power move.
Yeah, that shit was dope, okay? But like simple cosplay, let's talk like the blue dress or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, my goals for like my cosplay journey, I would love to learn how to sew. Um, I want to get better at body painting. I'm pretty good at it now after so many of my cosplays I've had to use it. But like Marceline and Persephone, I've had to do them a few times. So I've gotten better at it, but I would love to not have to rely on someone to paint majority of my back. So at least to where maybe you could just do like the top part. That'd be great. Like, at least where I can get most of myself covered in it. You know what I mean? Personal goal, but that's on flexibility issues, not because I can't do it. Another cosplay, because I really like doing like 90s cartoons and stuff like that. I love them so much. I thought it'd be cool if I did Debbie from Wild Thornberries. I feel like that'd be a
Debbie?
yeah, Debbie, the older sister that's like always pissed off.
Gotcha. With the
Yeah,
blonde
with the
hair
with
over
the
one eye.
blonde. Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
love that because she's got those dope like what were those jeans back in the day that were like
Jinko?
yes! That's what they look like! That's exactly what they look like, and she's got, like yeah, shit's dope.
She's got the
Love
green
that
plaid.
she's got the green plaid shirt with the orange tube top underneath, that's dope. The whole outfit, kick-ass, very 90s. But yeah, I love that show. So I thought it'd be cool if I cosplayed Debbie. So those are just kinda, like, my ideas and some plans I have. Ultimate goals, I've done quite a few of them already, um, so that's fun, but I still got a lot I wanna do, so, yeah. I'm really excited about it, though. Um, but yeah, it's been nice, though, to, like, learn as I've gone, like, what works better, and I've also found out I have a weird talent for styling wigs. I didn't know I was gonna be good at that. 'Cause obviously your hair is so different than, like, trying to style a wig on a mannequin head, you know? 'Cause I have to keep constantly, like, putting it on, 'cause I have a pretty small head. Like, I've realized this now, like, with wigs and, like, wearing hats, I always have to tighten it to, like, the tightest it'll go. I didn't realize I had such a small head. I think my fro takes up most of the space, but I have to slick that back whenever I put on a wig, otherwise it looks like I got an alien head. Um, it looks bad. Um, but yeah, I really, I have a weird talent for, like, making wigs look good. So that's cool. Didn't know I had that talent. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited to see what I can do in the future, and I'm totally open to, you know, feedback, criticism even, as long as it's, reasonable criticism, not just you being a piece of shit, you know what I mean? Like, not hate, like actual criticism. I'm totally open to that. Um, and advice. So if you guys have any cosplayers out there that have like advice on how to improve things and things like that, I'm totally open. I'm an open person. So, um
Or
yeah.
for anybody getting into it. Maybe
Yeah, exactly. Not even just for me, for anybody getting
yeah,
good. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you for
Put
that.
comments up on things. Let other people see and maybe
Yeah, totally. Like hit us up on TikTok and my Instagram, Facebook. Yes, we have Facebook too. I know not many people use that, but hey, we got some people that are on our Facebooks. Thanks you guys. Um, I suck at Twitter, but we also have a Twitter. I really do suck at it. So thank you, Mary Susan, for doing that for me because I really do suck at Twitter. um, she helps me out a lot. It's my friend. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited, and and I actually have this really dope idea. I have a D&D character OC I really wanna do a cosplay of because 'cause we've been working on my character for our new campaign, and I wanna do a cosplay of
go
that.
for it.
Yeah, I know, I feel like that would be a work in progress because it's a tiefling. Um spoilers. No. It's a tiefling rogue, and, no other spoilers. But yeah, I feel like she'd be a badass, so I would love to cosplay her. Um, yeah, I'm excited for the future of my cosplaying journey and to see where I go with it. And again, thank you to my TikTok family for being so welcoming of my cosplay, me just starting out in it, and you guys are awesome. I don't even know how much to thank you guys, because you guys have boosted my confidence so much in this, because I never would have done it if I didn't have such like an outreach of people telling me that I could do it and that were so welcoming after the fact of me finally doing it. So thank you. And I know that's not the case for everybody, and I'm just very lucky that that was my experience. Um, but yes, goals ultimately would be to finally go to a freaking convention. Like, I would love that. We had planned to do that for my 25th birthday, and then Corona happened, unfortunately. So hopefully things start to get back to somewhat normal, and maybe we can do that. Be cool if I could do like maybe like a little meetup or something at one of the conventions with you guys and like get to know you guys a little bit better. Yeah, I'm super excited to see how I grow and to compare, because I've already noticed a growth in my cosplays that I've done, like especially with Persephone. Um, I've just continuously improved on her, and I'm really excited. That's all I can really keep saying. I know I keep repeating
Well,
myself at this.
skills take practice,
Yeah,
and
exactly. The more you practice something, the better you get at it. I mean, as a musician, I can definitely say that when I don't practice, I suck ass. Um, and I haven't practiced in a very long time, so
well,
I
practicing is challenging yourself.
yeah,
And if you're
exactly.
not challenging yourself, you're not going to learn anything new.
Exactly. Um, so it's just, I'm very, like I said, I'm very lucky that I've made friends. I've been welcomed so openly into the community. So thank you guys again for that. It really means a lot to me. And ooh, also, question, if, just go to my TikTok, and if you haven't seen my face or whatever, recommend cosplays that you think I'd be a good fit for. I've gotten Azula before, which I'm totally down to do that shit. Ooh, really wanna do that shit. Um, would love to do her when she, like, cuts her bangs and is, like, super fucking crazy. I would love to do that. That'd be a dope ass cosplay. Anyway, yeah, I'm totally down to do Azula. Um, any other recommendations I'm totally open to. Just, let me know what you think, like my facial structure, what you think of good character, or somebody you just like to see me cosplay. I'm totally open to that. I love getting feedback from you guys. It makes me happy. So, as always, it's not easy being geeky, and I can't thank you guys enough for supporting such a small podcast and me. And all you guys' support. It means a lot. Don't know why you guys keep coming back, but thank you. So, again, as always, it's not easy being geeky. Hey guys, thank you for your continued support. You can check us out on all of our socials, including our website, noteasybeingeeky.com, and our Patreon. We just made a new Patreon. You can support us even further. You'll also get exclusive content, early access to episodes, and now our after show. Yes, we have an after show. It's awesome. Go check it out. And thank you again for your continued support. Every little bit helps.